Yes, streaming I says I'm live. Um, Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to the global community of Theations. My name is Gabriel Samuel, coming to you live from Central Nigeria. It's good to have you once again. I've missed a lot of, I've missed doing a lot of broadcasts, at least because a lot is going on. I'm always busy, behind the scenes. A lot is going on in tech, and that's why I keep telling people a lot is going on. A lot of you are in just one group in TAC and you don't know what is actually happening. I mean, TAC is on fire right now. So it's good to have you. Equally, happy birthday to our CEO in Arias, Mr. Abundance. And so today's topic is TAC and affirmative action against poverty and misrule. A friend of mine asked me what is affirmative action and why I always use it in my broadcast. And okay, now let me just give you a synopsis of it. Affirmative action is a policy that aims to increase opportunities in the workplace or education to unrepresented part of society by taking into account an individual's color, race, sex, religion, or national origin. Again, affirmative action is a policy that aims to increase opportunities in the workplace or education to unrepresented parts of society by taking into account an individual's color, race, sex, religion, or national origin. So a lot of us who are from Africa, even though most of us are not born when our nationalists were fighting for the independence of our various countries. We have the Nnamdi Azikiwe, the Obafemi Awolowo, the Mandela, who fought apartheid in South Africa. These are all affirmative action. There was great apartheid in South Africa during the Mandela. Mandela stood up and stood for his people to make sure that his people are liberated. And today, uh, we have a black South African president. So, uh, TAC as a cryptocurrency. Mm, our vision being to eradicate poverty first among the black people. We keep on saying the TAC is not discriminatory in any form or in any nature. However, we have a targeted audience which are black people, and this is because we believe and we have observed that black people are, when it comes to poverty, when it comes to lack of basic amenities, black people are in the majority, right? In fact, my country, Nigeria, is tied the poverty capital of the world, and equally, Nigeria is the largest black population on earth. Nigeria alone comprises 20% of um, black people in Africa. Sorry, 25% of black people in Africa and 20% of black people worldwide. And we are considered the poverty capital of the world. And people are saying population is the cause of poverty, but no, China are more populated than us, but they are not poor. So for the most part, Africans, we have been in poverty, and this trend has been handed over to us, and this is deliberate because poverty is $1 billion project or benefit for the West and other countries. Imagine Netherlands even recently reported Nigeria to WTO that we have banned the importation of milk. Why we have a lot of milk here in the country that are unprocessed, just because the government decided to take an action to ban importation of milk so that they will encourage local industry. Netherlands went ahead and reported our country to WTO. So you see, black people are deliberately kept into poverty so that the only thing we'll be able to be good at is consumption. Black people, the only thing we don't know how to create. They say we don't have these skills of creating stuff. So they believe we are primarily consumers. So TAC as a cryptocurrency is set to offer us that opportunity. You know, it's an affirmative action against poverty. I mean, who would have known that an investment of $1 in Bitcoin 2010 will give you $90,000 today? More than just an investment of $1. in 2010 in Bitcoin, today will have given more than $90,000. And today we have what is greater than Bitcoin, which is TAC, the Abundance Community Coin. So our dream and our mission in TAC is to become the alternate financial solution. Our vision is to make sure we unite Black people all over the world to say, to stand up and be counted. Poverty, as our CEO always say, poverty is not lack of money. It's a lack of ideas and creativity. And here we have a vibrant and a progressive ideas in TAC. You know, it's time for us Black people to start loving ourselves, to come together and start doing things between ourselves, within ourselves. The Chinese does business with the Chinese, right? The Caucasian does business with the Caucasian. The Japanese does business with the Japanese. Indians do business with their fellow Indians. So why is it that Africans can't do business with themselves? It hurts me when I see expatriates coming into Africa, and when you look at this expatriate, you will see an Indian, you will see a Chinese, you will see a Japanese, you will see a German, but you will never see a single African in the diaspora coming here to invest until now that we have somebody who has stood in the gap, Mr. Abundance, to say no. It's time for us to come together, and that is why we have TAC. So TAC is said to be a bridge, you know, between Black people and African diaspora. It's time for us to come together and say no to structured poverty. Black people identify with suffering. And there was this man in the UK that I think I read his I watched his video. His kids were complaining that they are suffering, and they are in pains, and there is no money. And do you know what this man did? This man boarded a plane from the UK and brought these kids to, I think, Congo. And when they came, they saw that the water that our brothers and sisters in the Congo were taking were dirty, and the people were so unkempt. The people were basically suffering. And he says, so you think you are suffering? Then look at these people. So in other words, Black people are now synonymous with suffering. No, this should not be the case. We can do it. We shall raise the bar in TAC. And that is why I said what we have in TAC is unprecedented. And what we have in TAC, the world has never seen. Basically, I started cryptocurrency not because of even the money. Yes, the money, the promises were there. And, the first cryptocurrency I joined, after looking at my wallet, I said, wow, this is a lot of money. And do you know what first came to my mind? I said, if if this cryptocurrency should succeed tomorrow, and I make a hell lot of money, and my friends, my brothers and sisters were asking, Gabriel, how did you get this kind of money? And I would tell them I invested in the cryptocurrency back in 2018, because that was when I started crypto. And they would tell me, and they would ask me, why didn't you tell me about this cryptocurrency then? That was the point. That was why I started cryptocurrency, to not just help myself, to help people around me. So I have this passion. There's my friends around me, the ones who I grew up with and the ones I come to know, are all part of TAC. Before you become my friend, one of the criteria is you must invest in TAC, even if it's $5. If all my friends around me, anybody that calls himself around me that is within my cycle, all of them have invested in TAC. You cannot be an investor in TAC and even be close to me. I won't sit with me for even 10-20 minutes, because I will always discuss TAC. TAC is what I preach. I'm a TAC evangelist now. So you can't call yourself my friend and not invest something in TAC. It's what drives me, because by investing in TAC, you are saying you are first of all helping yourself, eradicating poverty in your life and to your family, in the life of your family, to your friends, and even to your generation unborn. Who knows? TAC will become a wonder. So basically, the TAC is our own affirmative action as Black people, to raise the bar, to say as Black people we can be able to create real wealth without corruption. And we are doing it. I mean, we have the most vibrant and progressive team. TAC is doing wonders as I speak to you. So a lot is actually happening. Black people, we can do it. I mean, look at the world richest man, Elon Musk, 200 billion what plus. Look at the richest man in Africa, the richest Black man on earth, Aliko Dangote, is just $12 billion worth. So how so what will you tell me, that is it that black people we can create wealth? Of course we can. We must come together in unity of purpose and do this. This is our thing. It doesn't belong to me. That does not belong to me. That does not belong to Mr. Abundance. That does not belong to all the leaders you see promoting TACC. No, it belongs to all of us. It's a house thing, black people. Let's come together, right? So, and you see, equality TACC as an affirmative action against misrule. You can see the problem going on the African continent right now, where you can see Uganda, you can see Sudan, you see is it Sudan? I think it's Sudan, no? You can see Nigeria last year we had NSAS protests. You know, I was among those who that took part in the NSAS protest because I'm a person, I'm very progressive and I want things to change. And that is why each time I do crypto with the sense of changing something. The sense of changing bad governance, because I know as time goes on, going forward, TACC, those who shall have even one TACC shall be a voice to reckon with. Yes. So TACC is creating leaders that will say no to misrule, to mismanagement, to misgovernance, right? Our affirmative action towards e-governance in Africa. I know most of what we have in Africa is it's archaic leadership. I mean, I served. When I was doing my NYC, after secondary school, after university in my country, Nigeria, you have to go for 1 year 1 year paramilitary training in a far state that is from you, that is a far state that is not close to your own state. When this man was like because of our progressive nature, to make sure the school is doing what is intended to the modern. Woman thought I'm coming here to claim that I know too, but no, this is not the case, and this is the problem we're having with our leaders. You know, our leaders should know it should be a knowledge-based economy. Our leaders ought to know what is happening, and they don't know what is happening. That's why someone can just wake up one day and just ban cryptocurrency, or sorry, stop banks from operating cryptocurrency. Ideally, you say you want to fight poverty, that you need to engage the youth to create jobs, and the youth are engaging in cryptocurrency, and you are here, you are banning it. So these are all misrule, and this is our affirmative action. In TACC, we shall change this. TACC is here to change everything. TACC and mind, this is not everything I'm trying to say here is just a bite on what TACC will do. In fact, TACC is water. TACC is an ocean. What I'm trying to explain to you people is just a pinch. It's just a tip of an iceberg of what TACC will do. Right? So black people, I'm calling on the youth out there. You know, I have youths, friends who can gamble with even $100, but they can't invest. So poverty is just actually here. You know, these guys will tell me investment is risky, but you take even $100 and go and gamble, and tomorrow you complain about bad governance. Tomorrow you complain about bad leadership. No, the problem is not just leaders. We are our own problem. We are our own solutions. So what we have in TACC is unprecedented. And by the time TACC starts trading at $50,000 and you have 50 TACC in your portfolio, what can't you do? You will become a kingmaker automatically, and you will say no to nonsense. You will say no to misrule, and you will say no to poverty. And if somebody said the best way to help the poor is by refusing to be poor yourself. You can't be poor and help the poor, right? I mean, two black people cannot lead themselves. So the best way to help the poor is by you first not being poor. So basically, TACC is an amazing opportunity. It's an house project where our brothers and sisters will come together as equals, you know. And I just is this an opportunity for our brothers and sisters who are in the US, in the UK, in the diaspora, who have never come to Africa. Look, do not allow the media deceive you. Africa is not what is being portrayed on TV. I mean, they portray Africa as a continent of hunger, corruption, mismanagement, war. No, this is not the case. I mean, I have people, that I have a friend that once came to Nigeria and was like, wow, the story I hear about Africa is entirely different what we see on TV. In TV they portray us not wearing clothes. No, come on, Africans are progressive. And with the cooperation and the we coming together with our brothers and sisters in the diaspora, we can build a giant house that will stand the test of time, that will outlive us, that posterity will say, thank God that people like this were here. So TACC is an affirmative action against poverty and misrule. I mean, the biggest challenge facing the African continent right now is leadership, bad leadership. Bad leadership is the problem facing the African continent right now. The people are progressive, we are innovative, we are hardworking, but the only thing slowing us down is the leaders. So TACC is here. We change everything you see here eventually, and we are doing it already. Trust me, we are on course. So this opportunity that this is a clarion call to everybody on the sound of my voice. Please let's come together and build what we have delivered us, build what our generation will, our posterity will bless us and say, I'm glad my ancestors did this because of me. I'm a firm believer that Africa will rise. And I'm a firm believer that the prophecy will be achieved through TACC. So I won't take much of our time. Thank you very much. My name is Gabriel Samuel, once again coming to you live from Central Nigeria. It's a pleasure to always be with you. And always have in mind that TACC is here to stay forever. And we are here to change what has been handed over to us 500 years. And we are doing it and we shall do it. TACC is going uphill. Peace.